Hi guys, so we're back. It's been a little bit, but we have quite a few things to recap. So many things. We wanted to start off with though. Me and Delaney went to the Charlotte Roval race. We went to all 3 days, and this is our first time going to all 3 days. If you didn't know, we've only been to like Xfinity and Cup before, so we got to see trucks, and we went to a college invitational with Wimna. And it was super cool. So what we get to do, we got to get passes. We got to get a little tour of the garage by Junior Motorsports, one of their engineers. We met a few other people. It was super cool. And then we got to watch the race from the suites. And that was fantastic. Honestly, way better view than we thought. We got in there and we were like, wait, this is such a good view. And it was super fun. Overall great experience. Yeah, the Xfinity Saturday was a little crazier. I know a guy and we got to kind of go around basically in every view you could possibly imagine on the track we went to. We went on top of our RV in the infield first. Then we went to this random club by Victory Lane. Then we went to this other like weird club thing on the back of the track. And then we went into another suite and watched the rest of the race from there. And then we went to the pits. And we got to Victory Lane, like where they do the media stuff, not just like by it. We were in Victory Lane. And then the guy literally just like told us that we're getting a picture with Connor because Connor Zilic won the race. And he was like, okay, you're getting a picture with Connor. And I was like, no. Like, we don't, I don't want that. I don't want that. And cause that was stressful. Cause like we just got told last minute. And then we ended up taking a picture with him. And then afterwards we got to take a picture with his trophy and stuff. It was a whole thing. Very crazy day. Do you have anything else to add, Ricky?
I'm trying to think. I don't know. It was really cool. We've never seen the trucks before. They had a really good race, honestly. I underrated the trucks. I think they're really cool in person, honestly. Highly recommend going to the trucks races.
The truck bed is covered, by the way. I thought it'd be open. And the
It's not
truck
like
bed
a
is covered.
yeah, it's not
I
like
don't
a
know
Ford
why.
F-150. It's like a
It is
kidding.
not an F-150 versus like a Ram, and they're like driving down the track.
Okay, no.
It's like a
Wait,
slammed little pickup truck.
wait. We met this girl who works for NASCAR Brazil, and she said
Oh
that
yeah.
in their NASCAR, they race actual trucks.
What?
Like, their
I
NASCAR
didn't read that part.
trucks is actual trucks. Like, they race trucks.
Yeah, because
Really?
it's not very known
Yeah.
that NASCAR does. There's other countries like NASCAR Mexico, NASCAR Brazil.
Yeah.
And we met this girl that she's Brazilian. She was coming to these races because she does some kind of sponsorships or whatever. It was so cool. We met a few of them. They're all from Brazil. And I was like, what is happening?
I
So
know.
cool.
She, like, got into our golf cart, and I turned to her, and I was like, "Did you enjoy the race?" And then she just started yapping. I was like,
She
"Okay,
was a
we're best
yapper, and
friends."
we were loving it. It
Did
was so
enjoy the race.
now we're mutuals on Instagram. We're on Instagram.
Yeah.
I guess
Highly
you had a great
recommend.
time, and that's all that matters, honestly.
Yeah. Highly
Yeah.
recommend the Roval. I think it's underrated, in my opinion.
Apparently, it's
I
gonna go
To all
away
the
soon.
haters out
So.
there, go watch it in person for yourself. You'll have a different opinion, I promise.
And Sunday we kind of just farted around. Honestly, we had tickets like for like the Sun Deck in Turn 4, but we were barely there. We were
We
just
couldn't see
different.
anything, honestly, from that
It was
spot.
not the best spot. They're cheap tickets, so like we were just like, let's just go whatever, because like there were empty seats, so we can just kind of sit wherever we wanted. And we ended up seeing our friend Sarah. It was at the very like, it was at like the chicane, so it's kind of just like looped around, which was fun to watch because they all slow down right in front of you, and a lot of like battles happening, specifically Kyle Larson and SVG, because they're battling for the win for quite a while. And Christopher Bell was in there too. And it was a little stressful, but it was fun to watch because they were literally like clashing, just like hitting each other in those corners. But it was a really fun race. And apparently the Roval might not exist later on, or I don't know, it might be, people are saying don't get used to it. I'm like, guys, you're all haters of the Roval for what? I like the Roval.
I
It was
like
a
the
good
Roval.
race. It was a great
We
race.
endorse the Charlotte Roval.
We endorse the Charlotte Roval.
I
I'm
think
sure
it's
the
something
Oval's probably
different.
better, but I don't care. Like, I don't care.
I
It's
will
still a
let you
good
know.
race.
I like
It's
that
like,
it's a mix of both.
Nobody cares about the Coca-Cola
well,
600.
where else? Like, okay,
Ban the Coca-Cola 600.
Ban it.
IMSA
Charlotte Roval only.
IMSA raced on the Roval, but like, so the IMSA race is there too. It was so weird. After the Xfinity race, IMSA was racing. It was just like out of, I didn't even know that was happening. It was
Yeah,
the
it was
weirdest
like
thing.
the Mustang Challenge. They're really cool.
And so they raced there, but you're not going to get this kind of track anywhere else. And it's such a cool track. It was very
Honestly,
unique.
IndyCar. Hey.
Oh my
IndyCar
god.
Hey.
You got rid of Iowa. We get it. All right.
There's
I
nothing close to
understand.
me.
I'll always be mad about you getting rid of Iowa, but that's just humble opinions and because I'm trauma bonded with the track. So that's just me, okay?
That's facts.
But you have space in your calendar now. Let's look into the Charlotte Roval. I'm just saying.
Or the Oval.
Or you know what? No. Well,
Well,
we
but, like,
don't
the
need any more
Oval-
ovals. We
the
don't need any
Roval
more
thing
ovals.
They're already crossing paths with NASCAR in Phoenix in March, so you might as well just cross paths one more
And
time.
they're crossing
That won't hurt.
paths in St. Petersburg when Trucks is going to come in. So,
So why not make it 3
let's
times?
think about this. Let's go to the Charlotte Roval. You don't even have to do it the same weekend as NASCAR. I don't really care when you do it. I'm just saying, let's do it.
Please.
For fun.
Yeah.
I think it would be fun. Would Alex
You know-
Palou win? Probably, but like,
Yeah.
we
I
could
would love
try.
to see that. Okay.
Like, we could give other people a chance, I guess.
Yeah.
Guys, this is an opinion that I have that's like very okay. I don't know that anybody else has thought about this, but I want to put SVG in an IndyCar. I want SVG. You know how they put like NASCAR Cup Series drivers in trucks and like in Xfinity? We're gonna do this, but we're gonna just cross series with it. So we're gonna stick SVG in the IndyCar with Scott McLaughlin, and if we're feeling fun, we can put Bubba Wallace in 1-2 and have the iconic trio
Dude,
on
that would be
track
so
together.
funny.
I'm
Bubba
just
Wallace
saying,
in an IndyCar.
it would be great, but I know it's a lot to ask for, so I'll only ask for SVG because I think he'd do really well.
I think it'd
I'm
be
just
fun.
putting it out there. Pick a
I
road
think-
course, pick an IndyCar team who's has some fun in them. I don't know. Pick somebody
SVG's
who's
gonna
like
cut up in an IndyCar. I just know
SVG
it.
in an IndyCar on a road course. Holy shit. Alex Palou, you better start
Watch
praying.
what's behind your back.
You better
Yeah,
start
you better-
praying that man keeps his career in NASCAR because you are cooked. The moment
I think
he makes
SVG
this
could do
switch.
good in F1. Just saying,
I
like,
have been thinking this,
Honestly,
but also,
put that man in an F1 car.
do an F1. I need him to do an
Cadillac,
F1
Cadillac.
session at least once.
Cadillac. We don't need Colton Herta. We don't need Colton Herta.
Take him back.
Is Trackhouse Chevy?
Yes.
Because
I don't know.
Chevy and Cadillac. Chevy and Cadillac, SVG drives for Trackhouse. Trackhouse is Chevy. Chevy is Cadillac. Cadillac F1.
I'm
Put
just
him
saying,
in.
Colton Herta, he might suck. We don't really know. SVG, we know. We know it deep in our hearts. We know it deep in our souls. Okay, I'm
He's
just saying.
friends with Max Verstappen. Okay, so I know that it's passed down in somewhere. They
Yeah,
must have shaken
it's
hands at
passed
some point.
down. Yeah.
So
He shook hands with Max Verstappen. They've had conversations. You know, like Max was gonna get in his NASCAR. Like this whole thing happened. Like we need to understand that like there's an aura there, and SVG has the aura, and he could do it.
yes,
And honestly, Cadillac, I don't know that you need Sergio Perez. I think you might need SVG instead.
Yeah,
but I don't want
I'm
SVG to leave NASCAR, so I'm gonna.
Okay.
He just
I
does
love
all of
SVG
it.
in NASCAR, but if he's leaving NASCAR for F1, I am in full support.
Me too. Good for him.
All right.
Just saying.
Well,
Vegas.
going back in time. Vegas. I don't know. Okay, so Denny Hamlin won, and him crying after us because his dad.
I wanted to be like emotional and like feel bad, but like I just physically can't let myself. So
I was
telling you why. I'm just telling you. I've got my own reasons. I'm a Denny Hamlin hater.
Personal reasons that I don't like.
Okay. There's
him.
not a lot of drivers that I look at and I'm like, wow, I really don't like you. But Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch, you're both on that list.
Kyle Busch.
Sorry.
He's catching a stray right now.
Dude,
what do you do?
You can't tell me you look
He's
at
already
Kyle
going
Busch
through
and
enough.
actually
Do you
like
not see that man's
It's
season?
his
like, so
millennial
far?
TikToks, I think. That was so
The
funny.
fact that Cheddar's was like, we're giving away free stuff. He was in the top 8.
They're like,
Like, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
well, Carson just randomly being out of the race. Just like
I feel
by
like
the
they
way-
don't really disclose DNFs in NASCAR as well as like very
No.
strongly. And I'm like, oh, so when did he
No,
DNF?
because
Like, where is he?
He got involved in the crash, in like one of the big crashes. Like everybody, it was like when like Cody Ware and like Ty Gibbs were crashing.
Yeah.
Like he got kind of hit, but like he just mainly hit like the wall, kind of like Ryan Blaney did, but like not as hard. And so it was like, oh, he's off. And I'm like, oh, so they're just going to like do a little tweaking and send his ass back out there. And then they just don't update you quick enough to be like, oh, yeah, he's out. And then randomly, it's like the end of the stage. And it's like, oh, yeah, he's gone. And I'm like, hey, where'd he go? Where did he go? Where did he go?
But, speaking of Ryan Blaney, I'm stressed for him. I gotta be so honest with you, because Talladega is known to be a very wild card race, so it's very unpredictable. And if he does not do good at Talladega, he's done so.
He's good. So I want to do well. Chase Elliott.
I watched that neon car go into the wall, and oh my god, my heart dropped. I was like, no. I was like, no. I was like, Ryan, it's playoffs. We can't do this. I was like, no,
please. It was his car like bottomed out, and you could just hear it when like they put his onboard on.
See it. Like if you watch it, it's like crazy.
And I feel that sucks. That really does suck.
Oh my god.
Because you can't do anything about it either. And then also, oh my gosh, the whole thing with Ty Dillon and William Byron. Oh my, it was crazy.
I'm scared for William Byron too now, bro.
How did the crew chiefs, like, I don't get it, because the crew, it was like William Byron and Ty Dillon both had no idea. Like, Ty Dillon didn't know that William Byron was coming behind him, and William Byron had no idea that Ty Dillon just pit or was going to pit. So why is William Byron is coming full speed? Because he's, trying to make up spots because it's the playoffs. And Ty Dillon is just on his merry way to the pits and just...
Yeah.
It was a really hard crash.
Like back to back was like the funniest thing ever, because Ty Dillon's like, oh yeah, I literally didn't, like, my crew chief came over the radio and was like, oh yeah, William knows you're gonna pit, like, you're fine, go. And then you see William go up and he's like, nobody told me a thing. Like, and they're both like standing there talking to each other, and they're like, so what happened? Like,
actually, like, what is
he's like, I promise I didn't just like slow down and like not wave to you. He's like, I was told that you were told. And
yeah, he's like, chat. I think would be great.
I honestly need to log in.
This is a situation where NASCAR proximity chat would come in clutch. And another situation where NASCAR proximity chat would come in clutch? The Xfinity race. Jesse Love, I need you to get on that proximity chat and go off on his ass.
I don't even know who was in the wrong in that situation, because I don't
care, but it's always going to be, it's Nick Sanchez. I don't care.
Their little argument afterwards was so funny.
It really, it was technically Nick Sanchez's fault, but everybody was like blaming it on Jesse Love because he was like pissed off about it at the end. And they're like, you're a crybaby, so it's actually your fault. And I'm like, okay, so one of these drivers is in the playoffs, and one of them was like 20 something, like not even close enough to the playoffs to like touch it.
Yeah, I think
I would argue you'd be pretty pissed off too.
I think that speaks for itself.
He's in the top 4 right now, so hopefully.
Yeah.
I don't know how he performs at Talladega though, because I don't know anything about the past.
He did well at Talladega. His first win was at Talladega. I have the car.
I don't know how long he's even been in Xfinity for.
Jesse Love Talladega win, guys.
It's so cute.
I'm trying to think, like, I don't even know who else is in the top. It's Brandon Jones, Connor Zilic, Jesse Love, and Carson.
Justin Allgaier.
So who else? I have something mixed up, because isn't Carson
it's Justin Allgaier?
Cavapple? Is that how you say it?
He might be 4th, but it's Connor's 1st, Justin Allgaier 2nd, Jesse Love's 3rd.
I think I'm actually.
You know who else makes their team? Oscar Piastri.
Singapore.
Oh,
subject. You know
y'all
what?
take this. Y'all take this, because I don't remember it.
McLaren W. George Wynn, Max on podium, Lando on podium. Hot
McLaren, world champions.
Yeah, McLaren W. Everyone likes to overanalyze.
We all know that's right.
Podium stuff. And I'm like, guys.
Sam Mayer's 4th. Sorry.
Sam Mayer.
Yeah, sorry. That just like really surprised me.
Really?
Oh yeah, because I remember he was in the background of when like Jesse Love was like arguing with Nick Sanchez, and he's like, yeah. I remember that now.
Continue on.
Yeah. No, I agree with Ricky. if you are analyzing, like over analyzing a podium celebration, I genuinely pray for your mental well-being.
It's just like unnecessary. Like we weren't there.
They
We
got
don't.
out of that race car approximately 5-10 minutes ago.
I also probably wouldn't be a very nice person either.
Like, I wouldn't be happy. Like, what do you want? Like
I'd
the
be
race
hot and
just ended.
overstimulated. Like no thanks.
Literally. But like, okay, Oscar and Lando drama. We're gonna get this out of the way, and we're gonna get it out of the way, and we're gonna give you our opinions, and we're all gonna move on because nobody cares anymore.
We're over it.
Turn one, Lando is clearly like doing better. Oscar got a decently bad start. He got overtaken. Lando's making up spots. They go into the corner. Lando's being aggressive as he should. They do a little boink. Oscar gets kind of sent to the side. He goes on his radio. He's like, guys, what the hell? This isn't okay. And they're like, Oscar, it's fine. Just keep going. Like, let's breathe. Like, this was just racing. Like, let it happen. He keeps going. He's like, no, this isn't allowed. This isn't allowed. This isn't okay. This isn't how we work as a team. Blah, blah, blah. Race keeps going. FIA says there was nothing wrong with it. Everybody else says there's nothing wrong with it. It was just a battle. And if it wasn't between teammates, it wouldn't have been anything. And then it gets to the end of the race. And they obviously won constructors because Lando was on the podium. And Zach Brown goes over his little radio. He's giving his thanks guys messages because obviously they're the ones who did it. He goes over Oscar's radio. He's like, oh my God, Oscar, thank you so much. I know this was a hard race for you. And like halfway through him going on, Oscar just goes,
dang, he did? Like, just like that?
He did.
Yeah.
He straight up disconnected his radio.
The thing is, if Lando were to do something like that, people would be like absolutely cursing him.
Lando would have like 2,000 Instagram followers right now. His name would be dragged through the dirt. Like, you would not, like, his seat's gone. Like, he's no longer exists, okay?
But since like Oscar did it, they're like, oh, good for
Like,
him for speaking
how would we
up.
treat Oscar like this? And then they do the podium celebration, and Oscar's like in interviews and stuff, and like McLaren is celebrating the world championship on the podium, and everybody's like, where is Oscar? Why would you celebrate without Oscar? Oh my God. And then like 5 minutes later, they're doing their celebration in front of the garage. Guess who's there? Oscar. And I'm like, okay, like, what are we mad about? I have my opinions on this because I really do think it was a racing incident. Like, if Lando straight up was like forcibly like driving into the side of him, I get it. It was a racing incident and something Oscar would have done if he was in the other position. I think it's stupid. I think it's dumb. I think we all need to calm down and not pretend like Oscar is this pretty princess that does no wrong, because he isn't. That's my TED Talk.
Yep, that's Singapore, guys.
That's Singapore for you. Nothing else happened. George Russell led the entire fucking race.
Yeah, he cooked.
I'm glad he
And I love him for it. Mercedes, pin on paper with that contract now.
Yeah, I'm actually really confused.
I'm weirded out by the fact they haven't done
Where is our contract extension?
I think it's more of a formality at this point. I think he like already knows that he has it. I think it's just like
I think he does too. I'm just so confused.
They might have just not announced it. Who knows?
It's beyond me. Because like it's around the time where everybody's like announcing their drivers for next year. Yeah. And I'm like, hey, the man who has single-handedly carried your team, and not in a bad way towards Antonelli, he's a rookie. I didn't expect him to like carry the team. Mm-hmm. But this man who's carrying your team doesn't have a contract extension announced right now, guys.
I don't know. You know who also doesn't have one? Justin Haley.
Hey, we're getting too far ahead of the schedule now.
Hey, I'm just bringing it up.
We're gonna get to that later. And there's a certain IndyCar driver.
I feel really, really bad. I'm so sorry, Justin Haley. I do actually like you.
No laughing matter.
I'm sorry.
I do feel bad.
I'm sorry. I do really like you. You're cute and you're little.
The occasion.
Rinus VK, who goes Hollinger? What could be better, honestly, than Rinus VK? Nothing.
Nothing is better. There is no man better than Rinus VK. That man is a saint.
What a kind guy.
That man, we walk up to that man and he's like the happiest, most just excited.
He's just carrying around his little laptop.
He's carrying around his little Lenovo laptop with a smile on his face. He is so excited, and I'm like, you're the cutest person to exist, I think. Like,
But I'm
there's
scared to see
no one
like
better.
who he's gonna replace.
Connor
Because we
Daly.
both like
It's gonna be Connor Daly.
Yeah.
If
So.
they get rid of Stingray Rob,
Hang on now. Connor Daly to Spire.
I'm sorry.
Y'all hearing?
No.
I'm hearing nothing, actually. I'm actually
Radio
deaf.
silence, actually. I'm hearing crickets.
Could you imagine Carson and him as teammates?
No.
That'd be so funny.
Yeah, actually, I can imagine it.
I think
proximity
it would be good until they got like 2 races in, because Connor Daly's a bit of a firecracker too. I think they'd
They'd be,
get
like,
like
hitting
2
each other.
races in, and Connor Daly would like do some shit, and they'd hate each other for the rest of the season. It would like
Let's
it would be
keep them in
fun
their
for like
respective
5
series,
minutes.
I think that's how it should be.
I think we keep them as far away from each other as we can.
Just keep them in their own series. Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. Justin Haley. Let's just get into it now. Justin Haley got parted ways, aka got fired from Spire Motorsports. Like, sorry, it just like
AKA fired and you're done, pal.
They
There's
said
the
parted
door.
ways. I'm like, girl, we know he got fired. Like, it's fine.
And like the post was so inconspicuous, I didn't even realize that he was leaving. I thought they were just making a cute dedication.
They just posted like, "Thanks, Justin Haley," and I'm like,
that's so nice.
There's actually, I posted something about this, and there's a lot of discourse honestly about it. Like, there is a lot of like there's some people talking about how Spire Motorsports just like is kind of unforgiving with it. And like some guy said that, and like it was a weird thing, like that. Oh, like Spire just like gets rid of you after one season or whatever. And I was like, what are you?
Sorry,
I think you're grasping at some straws here, because like
I mean, Justin Haley, but have we seen his season?
I haven't heard of it. I can't even tell you any of his placements or anything he's
because
done.
they've been so bad.
If you look into the, I think if it's his first season, I don't know if it is. I think it is. But yeah, like still though, when they have all these other prospects also, and you have Michael McDowell and Carson Hocefer, they're performing very well in that car for where it's at in performance wise in comparison to everybody else. You can kind of see how well they're performing, and like they can't just be waiting around for somebody. Just same rules. Every motorsport has this rule. Like they're not just gonna like, yeah, it's okay, don't worry. Like we'll give you another like a season. Like they don't have time for that. They have next year. Obviously, Spire's trying to get. They're kind of lock in a little bit more. Trying to get more wins, because that's what they've been talking about. So there's different prospects for the seat. I would say the most prominent one is going to be Daniel Suarez, because he's not going to be Trackhouse. They announced that a few months ago. There's also, who is the other guy? I said this guy. I forgot his name.
Harrison Burton.
What?
Harrison Burton.
Harrison Burton.
I do not see Harrison Burton going.
Didn't he just resign?
Kyle Busch just re-signed, and people are saying Kyle Busch, but Kyle Busch also just signed an extension with RCR.
Well, no,
so
Harrison Burton just left his Xfinity team.
That's why people are.
So I think that's why people think it's happening.
That's what people are thinking.
I do not think that man is going up.
I don't think he's shown.
Was he in Cup before? I don't even know his career.
He raced enough to get moved
a few Cup races, and I think he won 1 race in Cup. And it was like a really, really impressive race, but like everybody else crashed, and he was just there, right time, right place.
Okay, George.
So yeah, like he ran a really, really good race, but he wasn't on to win until like a bunch of people made mistakes, and there was a bunch of things happening. But I don't think he's done well enough in like Xfinity or anything to earn a seat in Cup quite yet.
Yeah,
I feel like I don't know how. I guess. Yeah, I don't really know anything. I don't really think anything about him. I just thought that those two, Daniel Suarez and Harrison Burton, were the 2 top ones I've seen in my comment section and just in other comment sections of others post about it. I keep seeing Kyle Busch. I'm like, but he just signed an extension with RCR,
yeah,
so it really makes no sense.
Not leaving
I think everybody is just desperate for Kyle Busch to get out of that team because he's had terrible luck. And there's also some people saying Jesse Love, but also I'm getting a lot more. I'm getting more that Jesse Love isn't ready for Cup yet than I'm getting that Jesse Love is going to be in the Cup. So I don't know. I don't really know anything about his career, so I can't speak on his like if he is ready or not. I'm not him. I have no idea.
I feel like it's so hard to know if a driver is just like ready for Cup.
Xfinity and Cup don't translate well to each other.
If you look at Connor Village and you ask him, literally weeks ago, he was talking about how he doesn't know if he's ready to go up to Cup yet.
Well, because Xfinity does not translate well to Cup. Everybody says this. Like, so you could, a lot of the Cup drivers, like they've been very. Joey Logano actually spoke on this, and it was actually really interesting to hear his perspective because he's like talking about how a lot of the Xfinity drivers, they come up, they're very successful in Xfinity, and they come up to Cup and they just don't have that much success. And a lot of people are saying what's going to happen to Connor Zilic, but he was
He
talking
did
about how
well in Atlanta, though.
but he was talking about how Connor is different, and he had like you. How many records has Connor broke this season? Okay, it's his first season in Cup, and he's going to these tracks in an Xfinity car. Not actually, he's never raced there before in that car. And look at how many races he's won. He's won 10 races or 11?
Yeah.
No, 10 races.
10.
So you're and all the records he's breaking. So you can kind of see how different, how much of an outlier he is compared to everybody else. And
Yeah.
look at how many people are backing him. You have freaking Dale Jr. backing him. Okay, I think that speaks enough on itself.
I agree. Like, I think it makes perfect sense that Connor is moving up, especially with Trackhouse.
But yeah,
And I think it would make sense for, I think in my mind, if they're going to take an Xfinity driver for Spire, it would make sense to me that it is somebody like Jesse Love, who has been like Connor and run, not like broken records or anything, but he's run Cup races this season. Whereas no really other Xfinity drivers have run as many as Connor and Jesse have.
Yeah.
So they've both been put in the car and like trusted enough and like have shown enough to be put into the cars and given chances, and they've both done all right. They weren't expected to perform perfectly, obviously. They haven't even done anything in these cars before.
I like that option because I think if they're trying to build their team up more, because that's kind of what Spire's goal seems to be, I think that would be a good option because then you have two younger drivers. This would be Carson's third season. So you have somebody it's younger, on the younger side, but has been in the car for a couple years. Then you have Jesse Love, a newer prospect, but has been in the Cup car a few times. And you also have Michael McDowell, who's older, but is still a very consistent and experienced driver. I think that honestly seems like a smart play to me. But I do get why they would do Daniel Suarez because he's gotten multiple race wins. He's also an experienced driver. So I do see why they would like him. I wouldn't be I'm not against the fact that Daniel Suarez could get the seat either. I would prefer Jesse Love, but
I would too.
I get what they are doing.
I think if you've got somebody like Michael McDowell who's older and like has raced for longer and he knows more about the car and like he's super experienced and he's still performing really, really well, I don't see why you wouldn't bring in a younger prospect because you've got two drivers, an older and a younger, who both have shown how well they can perform in your car. I think it's worth it to take the risk on a younger driver that could potentially be your future of that entire team. Like that's what you want.
Yeah.
You want a driver that's going to stay with your team and win championships with your team. You're not going to get that if you bring in like a Kyle Busch or like a Daniel Suarez that are already like midway, if not more, through their career.
I'm very curious to see how this plays out because we've never really been into a silly season with NASCAR yet. This is our first silly season because maybe they operate a lot differently than F1. Like maybe they have different methods for everything. So, I'm very curious to see how it turns out, who they choose, because I like to see how different NASCAR silly season is compared to F1 because I'm sure it's going to be very different. So I'm excited. It's going to be really fun. So we'll see. Do we want to go into, let's talk lastly, let's talk about COTA, and we'll go into Talladega to end our playoffs. I don't really honestly know what to really say about COTA. All I know is I want to be there, and that's all I have to say about it.
All I know is I should have dropped the money when I could.
I just don't really even know what to say. I just think McLaren's gonna do good. I think McLaren's gonna win. I don't know. I'm gonna go out and put on a limb that I have hope that Ferrari will do good in COTA.
I'm thinking another Charles
I have
win.
literally no hope. I have absolutely no hope for that team anymore. I refuse.
Okay, I'll carry the hope on because I want Carlos COTA win.
My personal opinion is that Carlos is going to win the race because my order number today at lunch was 55. So
no,
so Carlos is winning the
my
race,
personal opinion, Haas is going to get on their shit. U.S. owned team, holy cow, home race central. We're going to like Ollie Esteban P1, P2. We're going to show up
like an eagle.
It is going to be the most America race you've ever seen in your life, and Ollie and Esteban are going to come out on top. I'm predicting
Carlos Sainz P1, Charles Leclerc P2, and Esteban Ocon P3.
Yes. Ollie
So-
Behrman's P3 for me.
Ollie Behrman be P4.
I think mine's going to be
And Lewis Hamilton P5.
Charles Leclerc wins the championship. Carlos Sainz gets first,
Dude,
right?
did you see? Oh my god, I sent you that Matt and Tommy TikTok where Matt like went in and like calculated what has to happen for Charles Leclerc to win the championship, and it's like, so Oscar and Lando both can't race in any of the races for the rest of the season. Max can only get up to like P4 in every single race, and Charles has to win everything.
Oh my god.
It's like the funniest thing, and he's like, "No, guys, I think that this could happen," and I'm like, you know what? And I'm glad you have hope.
I saw both of them for like a split second at Coda last year, and I did like a triple take, and I was like, "Who?" I was
My dad loves them. There is no one that my dad loves more in this world than Lando Norris and Matt and Tommy. Okay, those are like his two favorite people. And he literally sent me, because they're doing like a US tour. He like sent it to me, and he's like, "They're not going to Phoenix or Atlanta. I'm so sad." And I was like, "Oh." I was like, "We can travel."
And
It was so sweet.
I think for Talladega, Chase Elliott wins the championship at Talladega.
What?
I don't care
No
if that's not
way.
possible.
What a surprise!
And then
my
Denny
God.
Hamlin DNFs.
Yeah, Denny Hamlin
And
actually
then William
DNF'd
Byron gets
turn one
P2.
corner, like immediately. No. Christopher
Ryan
Bell.
Blaney gets P2.
No. Christopher Bell gets P2.
Christopher Bell gets P2, and then
Christopher Bell wins Talladega. He gets through to the round of 4. He wins Phoenix. Boom.
All I gotta say, my top 4 predicted right now. My 2 of mine are the top 2 in the playoffs, and the other 2 are the bottom 2. So I'm kind of just all over the place right now, and I'm actually surprised Joey did not do as better in Las Vegas, because I was like, everybody was hyping it up, like, yeah, Joey won last year, he's gonna win in Vegas this year again, he's just great at that track, he's amazing, and I'm like, okay,
Joey
so you guys freaking lied to
is
me.
not making it to the round of 4. I do not care.
I don't know, guys. I'm just saying, like, I think there's some kind of like curse or something that he will get in the Final 4 somehow.
I'm putting it out in the universe. I'm manifesting. He's not getting into the round of 4. Okay.
Top 4 right now is Denny, obviously. Then we have Kyle, Christopher, and Chase. Which I was not expecting.
I need to update my list because I don't have Denny Hamlin on mine. So
I think to update my list, I removed Denny Hamlin as far away as possible.
I had Ryan Blaney, Steve Bell, Kyle Larson, and William Byron.
In the Final 4 because he won the race.
No, I don't want him there.
I actually, I have Denny, Kyle.
My list is cooked.
I have Denny, Kyle, and Joey and Ryan.
Kyle. Butch?
Larson. He's second in the playoffs right now.
I have Ryan, Seabell, Kyle, and Willie B. And I'm cooked.
Exciting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It could go like crap. And I have a feeling that Ryan and William, I keep calling them by like their full names, like the government names. I feel weird. William and Christopher. Willie B and Ryan Blaney. Okay, I think they're not gonna make it. Hot take. Maybe hot take. Actually, I just don't know, because you can't really predict this track from what I've heard. Again, never watched it, don't know. But apparently it's very unpredictable. William is P5. So he's close.
Hot take. William Byron's not getting in.
Yeah, that's what
I don't think he is.
I just said. And Ryan Blaney. Well, he's 8th, so he's like
Ryan Blaney will make it in. I believe in him. He's got like some weird aura power that he's gonna make it in.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Seabell will be.
Oh, and Chase Elliott too. Wait, there's so many people I like in the top 8.
I know, but I've got to have my priorities.
I'm moving in silence.
Christopher Bell, you will be in the top 4, and I am promising that to everyone. You are not leaving the top 4. I will genuinely raise hell.
Raise Dale.
Katie goes to NASCAR headquarters about.
I will show up to Phoenix Raceway and start a riot. All right, listen, pal, and I know your wife will help me. So here's the deal: you're getting in.
Yeah, and that's that. That's it.
And that's that. I don't even care if you don't win, but you're getting into the round of 4, and that's all I know.
Absolutely.
Which car is good? Penske. Penske. So who's in the top 8 that drives for Penske right now?
Ryan
The
Blaney.
bottom 2. How funny is that? Okay, so Joey and
Well,
Ryan,
okay, you
they're
know what?
7th and
That's
8th.
honestly better because
I actually
Penske's
kind of
supposed to
like
be
hoping
really
that
good
there
at
isn't a
leading.
Penske car in the top 4 because apparently
How
that's like they're really good. So if
they're really good with leading.
they're really good but they're not there, that makes them more interesting, right?
True.
I'm also kind of hoping the playoffs are gone by next year, guys. I really want them gone.
It's
I specifically just want the whole thing where the last race decides the championship winner. That's so stupid to me. I kind of like the playoffs,
honestly,
like kind of. I like the playoffs format. I think it's cool. It makes it more interesting. I don't like how the last race decides the winner because, like, that doesn't make sense. Like, what if the winner, like, or what if there's somebody leading? For example, like people are talking about like Connor Zilic. He's like leading by a significant amount, or he would be or should be because it's Connor Zilic. And imagine he just doesn't win the race because like something's wrong with his car or whatever, or something very last minute, like tire goes out the last couple laps, but he's like 100 freaking points ahead or something, but he still doesn't win the championship because he didn't win that race. That makes no sense to me. That's like weird. So
true.
No,
fingers
we're
crossed
tired.
that playoffs go away, or that part of the
Recap,
playoffs at
we
least.
hate playoffs. Willow and Byron's not getting in.
Yeah.
Carlos Sainz is winning in Coda.
Yes,
Charles Leclerc is winning the championship.
Carlos Leclerc
Yeah.
is winning the
in
championship.
Coda actually.
In Coda.
Chase Elliott's winning
Yeah, winning the
Talladega.
race.
Chase Elliott's winning everything, actually. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
That's it.
So
Because
That's all
I
you need to
swear,
know.
like, it has to happen.
you have all of our expectations. You have all of our predictions. You don't need anything else.
Yeah.
Just listen to us.
So now,
'cause we're
you
always
guys,
right.
I'm sorry, you guys. We literally just spoiled the entire rest of the NASCAR season for
Sorry,
you.
we did.
You know
in fact, write
exactly
the
what's going to
script.
happen.
We did write the script for the
Darn.
for NASCAR and F1, and that's actually what's going to happen because we wrote it. So sorry to spoil it. Spoiler alert. Sorry.
Spoiler alert. We're so sorry.
Jokes
When
aside,
Carlos Sainz crosses that line to win in Coda, like, we didn't tell you.
Just know that it was my order number today at lunch. That was it.
That's what caused it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
anyways, well, yeah, I guess I hope you guys enjoy this episode. We'll come back obviously after this crazy weekend of races, very stressful.
Coda.
Dega and Coda.
Sorry.
So we will be back after to see how this aged, which it will age perfectly because we're always
It will
right.
age perfectly because we know exactly what's happening.
Yes. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys later. Bye.